Andrea Tampofosco, bonjour. Vous représentez en fait Birra artisanale San Rita.
Santa Rita, oui, c'est vrai.
Alors, ce sont des bières craft avec 3 productions classiques, blonde et également la version rouge, rossa. Et vous me disiez ce matin quelque chose de fascinant, c'est-à-dire que vous avez racheté cette, cette société qui, à la base, en 1954, avait commencé une production d'eau de source naturelle. Comment êtes-vous arrivé à avoir cette idée de production de bière?
Oui, c'est tout correct. J'ai arrivé à la production de la bière parce que les qualités de l'eau minérale en particularité, sont exceptionnelles pour la production de bière. C'est une eau très légère avec des caractéristiques qui sont fantastiques pour la production de bière. Et on a démarré l'activité à partir de 2022.
Oui.
Et maintenant, on est en production avec 3 différentes bières, 2 blondes et une rouge, qui sont très très connues dans la région et qui sont très légères, pas d'autres gradations, et dans le même temps, ce sont des bières qui sont faciles à boire, à déguster.
Oui. Et alors, vous avez opté pour un packaging très particulier, très vintage.
Oui.
Vous m'expliquez qu'en plus, il y a quelque chose d'émouvant. La partie centrale du label. Et vous avez repris une image ancienne de cette compagnie d'eau.
Oui.
On l'a transformée un petit peu.
Oui, c'est l'image ancienne de notre compagnie qui, dans les 1954, a fait les premières affiches publicitaires. On a pris la même affiche avec les modifications qu'on a dû apporter pour la bière parce qu'elle était une fois l'affiche pour l'eau minérale, et c'est une image très vintage. Et on a repris également les logos de la compagnie. C'est une opération de reprise de l'histoire de l'eau minérale.
Revival en réinterprétant les codes. Mais c'est très optimiste parce que l'eau, c'est bien pour la santé. Mais là, vous gardez l'eau et vous leur donnez l'enthousiasme en plus.
Ah oui.
Finalement, c'est vous préservez la qualité et la santé de vie des Italiens.
Oui, exactement. Mais la bière, c'est très apprécié aussi
bien
pour
sûr.
les sportifs parce que les caractéristiques des minéraux à l'intérieur de la bière sont magnifiques pour la reprise après les matchs, après
Vous êtes en train de me dire que c'est très bien pour, permettre une relaxation, enfin pas une relaxation telle qu'on pourrait l'entendre.
Oui.
Il faut que je fasse très attention à cela. Mais pour la musculature, en quelque sorte. Voilà. Il y a un terme que je ne retrouve plus, mais tout à fait optimisé, médical, pour justifier, voilà. C'est une belle approche. En France, ça ne fonctionnerait pas avec certains organismes, mais je trouve cela très salutaire. Et puis après tout, les sportifs ont le droit d'avoir aussi des enthousiasmes. Alors attention, ce n'est pas du dopage, hein. Nous sommes d'accord, c'est une optimisation après le sport.
Nous avons fait une fournisseur de bière, une équipe de football.
Dieu du ciel, laquelle?
Oui.
Ah, je veux savoir quelle est celle qui a la chance d'être dopée ainsi.
Oui, parce que après les matchs,
oui.
Et chaque jour après on va
l'entraînement,
exactement, on va donner à la fin une bouteille de bière pour défatiguer les muscles et pour reprendre les sels minéraux. Et aussi, la dernière semaine est venue chez nous une docteur qui fait partie d'une équipe de cyclisme.
Wow.
Qui est une grande équipe, très importante équipe de cyclisme.
Je vois que vous évitez de me donner des noms.
Oui.
Le secret, c'est regarder. C'est embêtant pour un journaliste.
Ils m'ont dit la même chose. Après les tours, chaque jour, on va donner un petit peu de bière et parce qu'ils donnent des nouvelles
potentielles.
Oui.
En définitive, je pense que la France n'a pas encore suffisamment travaillé cet aspect-là. Il va falloir les inciter, parce que là, je pense qu'il y aura beaucoup de gens qui seront tout à fait d'accord avec vous. Mais
oui, en modération.
En modération, bien sûr. Ah oui, mais sinon, ça n'a aucun intérêt. Oui, on n'apprécie plus, après, j'imagine. Mais sincèrement, finalement, la bière dans le monde, la bière craft telle que vous l'envisagez, fait un essor incroyable. Quelle que soit la région du monde, je me souviens, le Japon, maintenant, la bière dépasse la dégustation des sakés, en fait. Et la bière craft, dans ses différentes expressions dans le monde, atteint des sommets. Donc vous êtes vraiment dans la lignée d'un enthousiasme mondial.
Oui, j'espère.
Oui, je crois. En plus, avec des arguments comme ça pour les sportifs, il y a beaucoup de sportifs. Vous auriez dû venir en France au moment des Jeux Olympiques.
C'est justifié par des docteurs.
Ah, mais je vous crois, sans difficulté.
Avec modération.
Toujours. Nous sommes entièrement d'accord. Sinon, ça n'a aucun intérêt. Il faut savoir savourer et saisir l'instant. Nous sommes entièrement d'accord. Pour revenir à des choses très très sérieuses également, vous me disiez quelque chose aussi d'assez incroyable, c'est cette histoire de houblon. Donc vous utilisez du houblon soit germanique, enfin allemand, soit américain. Pour quelle raison? Quelle est la typicité de ce houblon?
Et les houblons, il y a différentes typologies de houblon. Oui. Chaque houblon est utilisé pour donner à la bière un particulier arôme.
Oui.
Et pour ça, il faut avoir les houblons les plus corrects pour la typologie de bière que je vais utiliser, que je vais produire. Et on utilise surtout les houblons allemands et des États-Unis parce qu'ils sont des houblons qui donnent à notre bière les arômes, en particulier pour notre bière blonde, un arôme agrumé, un petit peu agrumé.
Oui, sur la fraîcheur.
La fraîcheur, surtout sur la fraîcheur.
Oui, cela peut être assez captivant pour de la bière, entre autres, d'avoir cette appétence, quelque chose d'agréable à boire.
Agréable, de fraîcheur, de la facilité à boire, exactement.
Vous évoquiez aussi les levures. Donc les levures, ce sont des levures usuelles. Vous n'avez pas cherché à donner des notes particulières comme des brettes ou des choses comme ça. Vous voulez en quelque sorte donner une quintessence de la bière italienne en pureté. Ça rejoint la notion de l'eau. Cette eau qui était pure, etc. Exactement. Vous voulez rester dans cette veine-là?
Non, oui, on veut rester dans cette veine-là parce qu'on a une œuvre très particulière, une œuvre fantastique, magnifique, excellente, et on veut donner la potentiel le plus importante à l'eau que on va utiliser. La levure est très importante, mais pour le moment, on va faire des bières pas trop particulières. On va utiliser des levures standards.
Peut-être, est-ce que vous vous réservez pour plus tard, pour faire des sortes de pop-up avec d'autres expressions et des levures un peu plus singulières?
Ah oui. Si on va faire des bières très particulières, il faut trouver des levures très particulières qui vont donner des essences particulières, des arômes particuliers à la bière. Mais pour le moment, on va produire seulement des bières pour les grands publics.
Je comprends. Andrea, vous m'indiquiez également autre chose. À la fin de cette année 2024, vous souhaitez relancer la production de l'eau et retrouver cette notion d'épure. C'est un projet qui vous tient réellement à cœur?
Oui, exactement. C'est le projet principal qui m'a donné les forces pour faire un grand investissement d'énergie pour ce projet ici. Et maintenant, nous sommes à la fin du projet parce que on a dans l'état de pouvoir redémarrer la production d'eau minérale pour la fin de l'année.
Alors, cette eau va s'intituler comment? Santa Rita?
Oui, le nom sera Santa Rita parce que c'est très connu, l'eau minérale Santa Rita dans la région de Gênes, dans tous les territoires et il y a beaucoup de personnes qui attendent l'eau minérale Santa Rita dans les magasins, dans les supermarchés parce que jusqu'à les ans 2000-2011 était l'eau minérale la plus consommée ici dans la région, dans les territoires.
D'accord. Oui, vous me disiez qu'il y a eu une interruption de production au moment où l'ancienne propriétaire a fermé son entreprise en 2011 et vous l'avez racheté en 2015. Oui. Et donc, petit à petit, voilà, vous restaurez le patrimoine local avec, d'une part, ce renouveau d'industrie aquatique pour la fin de l'année, mais également, vous avez choisi de valoriser indirectement cette eau par votre début d'activité avec la bière, donc en 2022. Donc tout est autour de cette eau fondamentale. Alors quelles sont ses caractéristiques? Si vous le disiez, elle n'est pas très minérale parce qu'elle permet l'élaboration de bière, mais est-ce qu'il y a des curseurs particuliers, des minéraux particuliers? C'est une eau de source, donc à l'origine, la source n'est pas très loin de Gênes.
Oui. La source se trouve à 50 km de Gênes, dans le territoire du Tigullio. C'est une source à 680 mètres d'altitude. C'est une eau très légère et c'est une eau qui a une combinaison des éléments minéraux magnifiques. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de sel, hyposodique, oligominéral. C'est une eau qui est magnifique, excellente pour la consommation de tous les jours.
Bon, alors vivement la fin de l'année pour la découvrir.
Oui. J'espère.
Merci à vous.
Merci.
Angela Mangini, you have a special enterprise, Ardesia Mangini. And this enterprise is focused on a material, adhesia. It's a special material of the area, Genova, and it's a family business. You said to me that your grandfather began it long time ago. So how do you feel? Because I think you are with your sister, Donatella, the two women actually in this business.
Yes.
It's a fabulous challenge.
Yes, we are an excellence because we are two sisters, a woman, and it's very difficult to find the same
choice.
Choice, yeah, and we do this work.
With passion,
and with enthusiasm, and we are very lucky because we are the third generation, and we export our slate all over the world, and is a material
it's
special.
Almost magic.
Yes, because our slate is total black, and many buyer, many architect design and research something that I know black is the color that is always
works.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's only a I agree with you. However, that's only a question of color. I saw your different type of production. You work for home and architecture. You use this type of material, adhesia, for different kind of production, and that's almost magic. You explained me you transform it sometime for giving more intensity of the color with some olive oil, which is something magic and amusing with a beautiful result. Yeah. And in the same way, you work for gastronomy. You elaborate plate in this material and also something very important in Italy, especially in this area, the famous mortai, which it's important for the basil Genova Genova's basil,
Yes.
the famous production of pesto.
Yes, famous. We normally mortaio is made in white marble from Carrara,
Yes.
and I had this idea, and I tried to find a scultore that made mortaio with a block of black cardesia. And
So it's something incredible.
Yes.
This sculptor have to work a lot for a fabulous result, and each piece is something unique.
Unique, yeah. Every piece is unique because we work and we are famous because we made slate handmade. We can produce also plates, but also tiles in natural surface, and our tile for flooring are very famous in the world because you can have a floor total black, natural, and handmade. And we work for many brand famous. If you look something, a desktop table that is black,
It's yours.
maybe it's from Mardesia Mangini.
You keep the mystery. In fact, you don't give names. Oh, yes, you can if you want.
I can.
Yes, for sure.
The name that
enterprise,
famous.
yes.
We work with Poltrona Frau. Table Mesa is very famous in the world, and you can see that this table, round table, is in slate, in our slate, total handmade.
Yes,
Then
it's a very rare product.
yeah, and we have many customers that also waiting. They wait months to have our slate black, total handmade. So I'm very happy to do this work because it's rare and very beautiful.
And you work with what is a part of product for gastronomy in your enterprise? Is something confidential or? Because you have a lot of production, especially with architecture, and this kind of thing. And when you work with chief or gastronomy, what is the percentage of your activity? It's not your principal activity.
No, it's not the principal activity, but sometimes there are restaurant or chef or important chef that
name give me names.
Name?
Yes, with pleasure.
Name for example, there is a chef in Rimini that I don't know vis-a-vis. She write to me and design some plate to serve fish crudo di pesce, and he designed his
special
idea.
Plate?
Yes,
Yeah.
he give me an email, then I send him
Project
sample, and he ordered to me 70 plates, and he is so happy. Then I present
sur mesure. A type of haute couture production. It's very rare production.
We have a production. This is the first year that we prepare this kind of product, but
It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Yes, it's just the beginning. And but we do, for example, in Paris, we made Hugo Boss showroom in our slate. All the desks Yves Saint Laurent in Paris are made with our black slate, honed. We do Hermano Cervino in Miami, Prada in London, personal villa of Fendi sister in black slate.
You are very implicated in fashion.
Yes.
Yes, because I think it's something very special, this material, the texture also of this material. You show me there is a type more brute, and another with brush is more silky appearance.
Yeah, but I think that our stone is black, okay, and the color black never passed in.
That's an evidence.
In evidence. Stone. I think that stones in the world are like
natural
clothes.
Expression.
Yes, but all people have in her armchair something in black. Armani invented the black color, and always every year black color is famous. So I think that our slate is black and never change.
Yes, it's always edgy and in actual purpose.
Yes.
Thanks to you to take time for this interview. It was a pleasure to discuss with you.
Non ho capito.
Sì, è perfetto. E io se grazie mille per prendere tempo per questo interview.
Grazie, sei molto carina. Grazie a te.
Grazie a lei. So, Laura Rondini, you work with your brother, and they are the founder of this enterprise, Bottega del Pesto. Now I begin to speak in Italian. It can be comic. The name of this, it's a kind of laboratorio artisanale.
Yes.
And the idea is to express the whole potential of the Genovese pesto. This type of variety of plant is very rare, and in the same way, very in connection with the patrimony of the area.
Yes.
And for you, what is the potential of this plant?
Well, thank you, of course. And what I think is that our pesto is an explosion of flavors thanks to the basil, because we use only the fresh leaves of basil.
You explain me that you take only 24 hours between the record and the end of the production.
Yes, they pick for us the leaves. And we have one of the best producer of basil, fresh basil, is really near from us because it's 0 kilometer, as we can say, and it's fresh, small leaves. He takes for us. We order. He takes for us. He bring it to our little shop, very little, because we are just two, and it's really small. And we prepare pesto just for orders or the clients, the customers that we have in our shops. In our shops, sorry.
But the result is really magic. I tested.
Thank you very much.
I'm impressed, really impressed. You have delicacy in the product. So you put some olive oil and very extra vierge.
Extra virgin, yes.
And that's something beautiful. In fact, you have also Granada cheese, which impact a little on the best way for a kind of teasing in mouth and also on nose.
Yes.
The organoleptic notes.
It's a pity that they cannot feel the flavor.
Perfume.
Yes, the perfume. Yes.
You're right. Yes, it can be dangerous for them if they have this possibility. Sure of it.
And also to see, because
Yeah,
our
the
color,
is fantastic.
it's
too.
a brilliant, vivid, light green, and
Yes.
that is also.
You have the sensation when you see it to be in the nature with all the plant, everything,
Thank you
to be
very
in
much.
the garden. So it's magical. And something is fascinating too. There is no saturation in mouth. Very often this kind of product, there is too much oil, there is not a real balance.
Salt also.
Yes, also.
Yes.
And that's terrific. You are not tempted
I
to
agree.
come back on it. And your product is why I say it's dangerous in the best way, because you can say,
Thank you
come
very
on,
much.
I want to come back and to see it again. So I think this kind of product, everybody, we are in Italy, think on pasta.
Yes.
But not only.
No,
Plus
yes,
with
you can also
animals,
eat
roast beef.
Roast beef,
Yes.
bread, also bread.
Yes, also.
To have some sandwiches also.
Yes. It can be very interesting with other.
It's one product
food.
for all.
Yes, I think
It
so.
embraces all the kind of food, cuisine, and so on.
Yes, I imagine it very perfectly with a veal. Do you know some veal? This little animal in connection.
Okay, yeah,
Yes, it can
yeah.
be very interesting for the freshness.
Yes.
And give to the animal other possibility, other expression. In fact, yes, I think
You're
so.
right.
And finally, I imagine it can it can be a kind of teasing, just like mustard. You are not obligated to put all the product in the same, just like a sauce or something like that, but just a kind of teasing for giving another expression, or also in a salad. Why not?
Yes, we use also there. We
Yes.
use also there because now pesto is for every kind of food, for every recipe. Just also we use also it in minestrone. That is the mix of
Don't
vegetables.
speak about it. That's another danger.
If you
Fabulous.
add a little spoon of pesto, wonderful. Yes.
Molto
You can
fabulous.
try. You can try.
Next winter, I will do my best. That's a kind of evidence. You have also another production with another sauce.
Yes, walnut sauce.
Yes. And it's something else, something different with a creamy part. To explain me, you
Yes,
created
because there
it
is
with butter.
Yes, and we can here in Italy, in Genova, we eat it with panzotti and salsa di noci in Italian, and I love that plate because it's a
I
little
saw
bit
in your
different.
eyes you are enthusiastic.
Totally fall in love with the salsa
Yes,
di noci.
I feel it.
It's not so famous like pesto. It's not so common, but it's really good. I love
I can
it.
understand. So for you, what do you want now? You have some export. In which country, if it is the case?
Now we don't have export.
Oh, that's too bad.
Only in Italy. But you have the chance, if you want, to buy on our e-commerce, also all over Europe. So you
Yes,
can buy.
it's a good solution. And have you other project? I know that you have two marvelous products, so it's not a necessity to have new things. However, have you a kind of teasing in mind for doing something other, also special, as a two first?
Now our project is to explore better the channel of the e-commerce because we would like to achieve every single customer, and we wish also to be in the best leader shop, gourmet shop, because if you taste our pesto and if you want to eat it again, you can find also in small stores since it's fresh. So you cannot find supermarket in a mall, just in the small.
For sure. And did you make some partnership with some chef?
Still not.
Still not.
Maybe we can explore it.
I imagine. I'm sure some of them will be very happy.
Thank you for the idea.
Welcome.
You very much.
With pleasure. I think it can be something very efficient because if they accept, they can do a kind of publicity
Yes.
for you.
Why not?
Yes. Okay. It was a pleasure to meet you and to have this discussion around pesto and to test your product too.
Thank you very much.
I keep a fabulous idea.
Keep it in mind.
Yes, for sure. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Alors, Milena et Matteo Dicar, vous êtes la deuxième génération d'entrepreneurs. Cette société Dicar est focalisée sur la focaccia, un produit tout à fait spécifique de la région de Gênes. Et le terme, vous me l'aviez dit, c'est Focaccia genovese. Alors, pour vous qui arrivez à cette deuxième génération, votre papa, Matteo Ignazio, a fondé cette entreprise il y a 50 ans. Comment vous percevez ce patrimoine de la focaccia?
Per voi che siete la seconda generazione di imprenditori, come portate avanti questo patrimonio della focaccia?
Allora abbiamo 2 punti vendita qua a Genova e poi abbiamo sviluppato la focaccia in atmosfera modificata appunto per farla conoscere anche oltre i confini liguri, quindi di Genova e liguri e forse anche italiani perché vorremmo esportarla.
Donc, si j'ai bien saisi, vous avez décidé d'explorer plus loin ce nouveau procédé que vous avez mis, que vous êtes les premiers en quelque sorte à avoir fondé, à savoir cet emballage en atmosphère modifiée qui permet en effet, vous me l'avez dit, de conserver le produit 60 jours avec une intensité aromatique et sans impact sur la santé. Donc, je sens que c'est un superbe objectif. Une autre question pour vous. Vous avez 2 types de variétés de focaccia. La version habituelle, c'est-à-dire avec une certaine densité, et la version sèche, secca. Pour vous, quelle est la part la plus importante? Les deux sont fascinantes. Qu'est-ce qui vous intéresse?
Qual è la più interessante delle 2 opzioni che offrite? La focaccia tradizionale o quella secca?
J'imagine.
Il faut choisir forcément?
Non, absolument pas. Mais j'imagine que la partie la plus grande de votre production est la classique.
La maggior parte, diciamo, della produzione è di quella classica.
Quella classica, sì.
Et vous, Matteo, qui avez moins parlé, qu'est-ce qui vous intéresse encore dans cette production? C'est l'atmosphère familiale, le fait de reprendre le travail de votre père?
La cosa più interessante la questione che è un'azienda di famiglia, quindi seguire le orme di tuo papà?
Sì, sicuramente mantenere la tradizione è fondamentale e dobbiamo continuare a mantenerla per mantenere la qualità e tutto ciò che ci hanno tramandato. Allo stesso tempo però bisogna cercare di innovarsi per portare, come abbiamo detto, oltre i confini, un prodotto che merita e ha bisogno di dare valore al suo prestigio, perché è un prodotto che a Genova, che si fa solo a Genova e che dalle altre parti è conosciuto ma non è realmente valorizzato. Di conseguenza ci impegniamo per portare fuori Italia questo nostro prodotto.
Alors, si je vous ai bien compris, en effet, vous souhaitez mettre en valeur l'aspect traditionnel et patrimonial et familial, parce que c'est une vraie aventure de cet ordre-là. Et en même temps, vous souhaitez intensifier la partie novatrice, c'est-à-dire pour la conservation, pour l'export, parce que certes, c'est un produit local, typiquement génois, mais il faut savoir partager et faire des heureux dans d'autres pays. Donc, vous allez développer l'export. Vous pensez à quel pays?
Avevate qualche paese specifico in mente per l'export?
Ma inizialmente partire con l'Europa, quindi paesi più limitrofi, Francia, Germania, che sono grandi importatori di prodotti di food italiano di alta qualità.
Oui, donc vous allez commencer par l'Europe et en particulier la France et l'Allemagne, des amateurs de produits italiens. Je crois qu'il y a d'autres pays aussi qui seront heureux de connaître vos produits, véritablement. Il faut partager, mais ravi que vous ayez dans l'idée de les envoyer très vite en France.
Contenti che abbiate questa idea di mandarlo rapidamente in Francia, ma sicuramente molti altri paesi saranno interessati. Grazie.
Merci à vous deux d'avoir pris le temps de cette interview et de belles aventures vous attendent, j'en suis persuadée.
Grazie mille.
Grazie a lei.
Comunque può rispondere anche lui, vai, prego.
Vincenzo Drago,
Oui.
e lei è le fondatore da queste Ansegna Drago che presenta focaccia e grissine e panisserie. In fact, I speak now in English. You elaborate this enterprise for pushing the patrimony of the area, Genova, and promote products in connection with oil and gastronomy. When did you begin?
Quando hai iniziato, che hai chiesto?
Nel 1994.
In 1994 he started the activity with
30 anni.
30 years ago. He started from panificio. He produced
Boulangerie, avec une petite boulangerie à Gênes.
Near
Step
from
by
here.
step. Oh,
Near from
okay.
here.
In fact, what was your idea at first? You began, as you say, with a famous boulangerie. And in fact, do you want to get further to promote the typicity of Genova for pastisseria? It's your idea? What is the déclic, in fact?
What do you mean with the ID?
When and for which reason do you want to change for being in a little enterprise and having this type of production?
Because there was a big opportunity from an important company of the big distribution here in Italy. So a boulangerie was not enough to produce all the products required. So it was necessary change the structure, no? And we decided to came here. At the beginning we was only 15 meters, and step by step now we are 6,000 meters of company.
Yes.
Step by step, 500,
grow up.
1,000,
Yes.
etc., etc.
And today, what is your iconic product? You have a lot of production, one with sugar part, another with salt, and the two are really interesting with Egypt product. What is your iconic part?
Of sure, the iconic product is the crunchy focaccia. We produce a lot of this product in different taste for different customers. We can say without no problem that focaccia is the principal product of the company, and then there are a lot of products such as breadsticks or snack, but there is also the sweet part that is developing, but
Dangerously developing. I test some of them. It's dangerous in the best way.
unfortunately it's dangerous because create a sort of dependence, no?
I don't know. What's intensity in degustation? I prefer to say heat.
Good. Well, the salt part is the offshore the principle of our company.
The salt part?
The salt part, okay. Yes.
And in fact, there is in Genova 2 parts of focaccia. The dry, the crunch, as you say, which is really interesting, and the other more soft with different kind of elaboration. The base is the same, and some details are not really the same too. And for you, what is the idea? Have you the same range, the same different kind of variety for the dry focaccia and the other, the soft?
Different variety?
Yes. In fact, I remember for the crunch you have onion.
Yes.
You have
flavors.
Flavors. You have curcuma. This kind of thing. That's a real success. It's interesting with the right balance in mouth. And have you the same varieties, the same type of range for the other type of focaccia, the classical?
Yes, the classical taste is always the more preferred by our customers.
Consumer?
Yes, because
It's original.
Yes. But another one that in particular abroad is more appreciated is the onion.
Oh,
yes.
Terrific.
No,
I agree. Terrific, fabulous.
Ah,
yes, in this way, evidently.
Okay. Onion and tomato. Tomato is the second one.
Olive.
With olives
Yes.
and with the corn flour. Corn flour. With also integral flour.
You're right. You put sometimes black rice in it. And I tested it yesterday. It's something crazy. In fact, the texture is radically different, with very intensity in mouth, with very long in taste in mouth, and it's another kind of expression. It's crunch focaccia, however, with another kind of typicity. For me, it's getting forcer than focaccia with onion or this kind of type. It open possibility with gastronomy. I was thinking on Japanese gastronomy. For example, with sashimi, with kind of thing, it can be really perfect.
We hope that it would be the possibility to, one of our principal idea is to take the crunchy focaccia abroad, because in Italy we are a lot present in enough companies, but one of the next step is surely go abroad, Japanese, America, a lot of different territories, because we really believe in our product, and we think that could be a product that more appreciated in all the territories, also abroad.
And for the moment, you export in some country. Which country?
We are in contact with Holland, but also America, Greece, Turkey, Cyprus, UK, Poland. There are different possibilities for us. Malta. Different possibilities. It's not always possible be created, but we try. Every time.
For sure, and I think US it's a kind of evidence for you. There are a lot of Italians there, original Italian, being in US, and that's a kind of evidence for them to be in connection with their country.
But I think also that the made in Italy in every part of the world,
for sure,
is more.
It's a kind of attraction.
Is always appreciated. Yes.
There is something interesting too, that's the part of your basil Genovese, which is aromatic herbs, very in connection with the territory, and very delicate, subtle, with a very interesting organoleptic note. You include it with sugar elaboration and also salt. It's a question of patrimony for you?
Yes, in fact, with an idea of my father is that he doesn't want to sell it in the big distribution. It's a sort of treasure for us, and it's a product really particular because the basil give to the product a typicity incredible, and sugar, hazelnuts and figs that are present inside make this product exclusive and only we produce this product. No one in Genoa and in the world has a product like this.
This type of product. Yes. For you both today, what do you expect for the future?
Our intention is to become always more bigger, more present in different parts of the world, and as I told you first, go abroad with our products, especially with Focaccia and also with Pandesena, perché no? Why not?
And you, Mr.? Why?
Che cosa ti aspetti per il futuro?
Io mi aspetto, digli che mi aspetto sicuramente che l'azienda diventi internazionale il più possibile.
Oui, que votre entreprise devienne internationale. Yes, I speak in French, I'm sorry. That your enterprise will become something very international, I understand.
Ci aspettiamo sempre di portare il nome di Genova con un prodotto tipico sempre più in giro nel mondo.
Esatto, and with our Focaccia, yes, make know also the name of Genoa.
See, to promote the area and the region. And did you expect also a kind of DOC, this kind of determination for giving a kind of label for the product of Genova?
Yes, surely. Genoa is, as we say, is the principal ingredient in our product, in every of our products. So Genoa is the base for us, absolutely.
And today, I think you have a range very incredible with a lot of varieties. But if you have to create another one, what can it be? Which kind of product can it be?
Se dovessi creare un nuovo prodotto, quale creeresti nonostante c'è questa varietà?
Ma noi siamo sempre alla ricerca di prodotti nuovi.
We are always searching new products because it's impossible for us to stop. No, it's necessary if you want to develop the company and all the structure. It's necessary
to get faster.
Yes.
Digli che il mio lavoro è proprio quello della ricerca e sviluppo.
His work is properly create new products, go to the production department to develop all the techniques, all it's necessary to create new products.
I think the consumer will be happy now and for the future. That's a kind of evidence. Thanks to you both to take time and also to elaborate this fabulous product. Dangerous, however fabulous.
Merci beaucoup.
Grazie.
Grazie a lei.
Grazie.
Yes, Jen Boccardo, you elaborate and have in charge the enterprise Romero Viganotti, which is a chocolate fabric, very patrimony one with old machine. Can you explain me the story in few words? The story of your enterprise, and after we speak about your project.
Okay, so our company, since in 1866, by Romeo Viganotti, his family is a chocolate family because his father, Domenico, what's it? His father is a chocolate maker, so they created his company, but in the first part of in the second half of the 19th century, Romeo bring the company of the father, and so
it changed a little the profile of it?
yeah, the profile, because the father was a confectionery, so they produce candy, they produce other kind of sweet, and he decided to use and produce only chocolate. Okay, so they started this story about chocolate to produce tablets, to produce pralines and other things. The top of the company was before the Second World War, so when in 1930 in this shop worked 15 persons.
Okay.
Before the Second World War. After, who come after Romeo, don't continues the idea of Romeo. So the company became from like a little factory, became only a shop. So when when my family arrived in the shop, there is only 3 persons that work here.
When your family came there?
My family came in 1999.
Okay, and now you have a lot of I'm sorry. You have a lot of a big range with a lot of product and with different kind of expression. I'm really surprised, and you explained me that you search the bean for being very edgy in the choice of the origin, the chocolate origin.
Yes, so from 1999 to now, the company little changed. So, for example, the producer became big before 1999. Now here we work 15%. So we became a lot of people who work all together. And so yes, now we are 10 years ago, we decided to slowly to restart to make all the process, all the bean to bar in our company. So,
which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. In fact, we came back, so we returned to the past, to
the origin.
Yeah, to the origin. So to make all the process in house. So start to to find the beans, find the correct process, and to start to know the beans, because yes, we know the chocolate, we make the pralines, but we don't know the beans.
You don't have before this kind of focus on the bean, but I think is almost a new tendency, perhaps for 15 years ago around the world to have this approach very specific. Before, I think a lot of people elaborate chocolate without this kind of perception.
Yeah, so now the people want to know where the product that they eat where come, no?
For sure,
so,
that's more interesting.
More testing, and it's important for us because the people love
to discover.
Yeah, love to discover, but to feel a story. Okay, yes. So they want for when the people come here to buy chocolate, a different bar from neighbor country, for him, for them, like to do a voyage, no? So
yes, it's a kind of travel.
Yeah, travel. So they stay
organoleptic travel.
Yeah, yes. They stay at home, but they do a travel around the world. So for the people, it's important. It's like it's a moment in our frenetic life. So it's a moment to stay.
Yes, for sure. And that's interesting. Finally, if you take a look on wine, on spirit, the notion of fragrance and flavor is really important. However, chocolate, it takes time. Now it's a real good period to be interested by it.
Yeah, the people want to feel the different, to feel very. So the beans have a very different flavors from different country, but the people love to feel this difference.
And you said also that something is really important for you, I agree with you, is a question of fermentation, which can impact really on the final product.
Yes, the fermentation have a very important impact to the final product, because how many times the product stay to fermentation depend on what you feel at the final. No, so for example, if you do a long fermentation, you have a flat flavors. No, if you have a no more long fermentation, you have a good acidity product. So there is no low, no. So depend about the different kind of beans. So for example, I feel I've tried different kind of beans that, for example, 5 days or 80 days, but depend how many bigger, smaller, how many cacao butter inside. Sure. So
and the area.
For example, I don't like so more, but for example, the beans come from southwest of Asia have need a dry, for example, from smoke, so they feel smoke flavors. Okay.
In fact, if you look further, you want to express all the different potential of each bean in different approach. For example, you search beans from Tanzania, which is very special with a part of fermentation expression in it, and you put it on bar and also in chocolate, usual chocolate, just like bonbon or this kind of thing. For you, is it a challenge to transform it in different kind of expression?
Depends. So, for example, when we find different beans, we feel the beans. No, we try the beans, and after is our
inspiration.
Yes, inspiration, but is our know-how. No. Yes. So they decide what these beans become. So when I feel when I feel the beans, when I try the beans, I just imagine what they wanted to do with this big cocoa. Sure. Is the artisanal cocoa chocolate maker that make it. Okay, so
that's a kind of evidence, step by step, and you create also for special people. I say special people, very connected with chocolate. 100% black chocolate with different origin, just like Saint-Domingue or also other. And I test it, and and I test them more precisely, and it's really fascinating without sugar perception, and it's a very pure expression. And in the same way, you have cream, chocolate cream, with nuts from Piedmont, which is an EGP label, and that's radically different kind of universe. So I think a consumer, when he will come in your shop, it's an incredible experimentation. It can change his perception with different kind of product and texture, which is almost fascinating. It was your idea?
Yeah, I think that the person when coming in our shop, they want to feel No, it's not easy to translate in English, but it's, the people want to feel very. They can feel.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
Because
but
I
they
think
feel.
they can.
They feel. I think that they feel a story. Yeah, I feel that a lot of years that we are starting to study doing these things. So they a lot to search to explain about our product, our searching, our
Identity.
Identity, yeah.
Yes, I can understand. That's an evidence. You have also gelateria, and I saw a very unusual perfume, just like cheese, Parmigiano,
Gorgonzola ricotta.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's one part sugar part or with salt?
No, it's a sugar part, but it's our passion. So we like our jobs, but we like eat. So we like my family we like to try different kind of cheese. So we are starting with this idea, and we created different chocolate, different cheese, ice cream cheese, and other kind of products. So.
But that's amusing. If I can resume your approach and the profile of the enterprise, you are between patrimony, a very long history. You have still machine, very old machine for produce in artisanal way your chocolate, and it's the same way you are based and focus on the idea of research in chocolate and also in gelateria.
Yeah.
That's your focus.
Yes, it's my focus. So I think that the focus now is to
get to export. You said to me that you want to send them to other country.
Yeah, to send to
initiate other people, perhaps.
Yeah, but to tell to the people what this story, this identity, this patrimony, because there is a patrimony, so it's as a particular things that is not easy to find us because we are in a little street, in a little place. So, but I think that it's important now to tell, to show, to promote our history company.
In fact, I think this area from Genova is really in connection with the future and defend its identity. And I perfectly understand what do you mean about it. It's to get outside, the country for do a kind of revelation of the potential of this part of Italy. That's it?
Yeah, yes, it's it. So for us, it's important to tell, to show our identity, our history, so for us, it's very important. For the Genoese people, it's important. For us, it's important to tell, to show who we are. So.
Yes, I think it's a good challenge.
Yeah.
Really interesting and efficient, I'm sure of it. Thanks to you.
Thank you.
This podcast, this episode is dedicated to the Liguria area in Italy, especially on Genova city and its product, and all the people working for explore and mention what are the patrimony, feeling and product in this beautiful region. So I interview for a special event in this beautiful area, pushing different high quality products in different kind of expression. For example, it was a question of the famous pesto, the typical herbs of the region, and also some product with Chinotte, this special kind of fruit, and evidently Focaccia, which is one of the most known in the world, specially product in this region. Something fabulous, really extraordinary to taste. I deeply agree. So I propose to you a kind of incredible adventure in this beautiful region, and I propose to you to travel to Italy. For this interview, I choose to speak with Laura Rondini. She works with her brother, the creator of Bottega del Pesto, a fabulous enterprise pushing the incredible basil, elaborating incredible sauce, dangerous, so interesting in fact. And in the same way, Eugenio Boccardo, working for Romeo Vignati enterprise, specialized for a long time, especially the 19th cycle in chocolate. And in the same way, with the creator of Santa Rita beer, something very special and fascinating, and other people you discover step by step, and something is really fascinating. It's also the presence of a special material, which is something usually included in architecture, is slate, and in this case slate is used for releasing plate or special things for cooking. I say no more things, you have to discover by yourself. Sure of something this summer, you can find there in this area beautiful things, incredible palazzo to visit, which are some of the most famous in the world and in Italy too, and to taste beautiful things, food and also wine. So I invite you for sure to get there and to discover. Enjoy!